When Bitcoin first dropped in 2009, it came with this massive promise: real financial independence. No banks in the middle, no government oversight. For anyone dealing with currencies that were falling apart or living under strict financial controls, crypto felt like an actual escape route, you know? But let me hit you with something that'll probably surprise you. Research from 2024 shows that roughly 98% of Bitcoin addresses can potentially be traced back to individuals through various analysis methods. And look, with the market correction we're experiencing as we close out 2025, people are getting more careful about where their assets are and who can see them. So here's what I want to talk about today. Is crypto really as private as everyone claims? I'm David, and after being in this game for years, I can give you the real story. Stick around because I'm about to share the tool that's worked reliably for me over the past 2 years. Early on, pretty much everyone believed crypto was basically digital cash, impossible to follow, totally private, completely untraceable. Media coverage definitely reinforced that idea. All those stories about underground marketplaces and untraceable transactions made it sound rock solid. But that's not how it actually works. Every transaction gets recorded permanently on a public ledger that anyone can access. Fast forward to 2025, and companies like Chainalysis have gotten incredibly sophisticated at following the money trail. They've got partnerships with law enforcement agencies, financial institutions, government bodies, the works. So while crypto definitely offers financial independence in many ways, real privacy, that's a different story. Here's the misconception that trips people up, thinking that because wallet addresses don't show your name, they must be anonymous. Once you touch a KYC-compliant exchange, and most of us eventually do, that address gets connected to your real identity. From there, your complete transaction record becomes visible for tracking. Enter crypto mixers. The way they work is pretty clever. They combine funds from multiple people and shuffle everything around so the link between who sent what and who received what gets broken. Random distribution amounts, strategic timing, fresh addresses, all of it working together. The underlying technology uses zero-knowledge proofs, which is this cryptographic method that confirms transactions are valid without revealing the sensitive information behind them. I dove pretty deep into understanding how this all functions, and the platform that consistently showed up as trustworthy was Phantom. I've been relying on it personally for more than 2 years now. This platform has demonstrated its dependability, privacy protection, and safety through its specialized crypto mixing approach, user-friendly design, and established presence in the space. Alright, let me show you the actual process, step by step. When you first arrive at the site, you select your preferred token. Phantom handles the 4 major coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, and USD coin. I'll choose Bitcoin for this demonstration. The platform then prompts you to link your wallet to proceed. Trust Wallet works best for me, so that's what I use. I approve the connection and move forward. The next thing is specifying the amount of tokens for processing. We'll go with 0.08 ETH here. Following that, I need to input the destination wallet address. So I switch over to my wallet, grab my ETH receiving address, and drop it in here. Now, this next part matters: choosing your mixing rounds. This determines how many cycles your tokens pass through during the mixing operation. The platform typically suggests 2 rounds minimum, but I personally prefer going with 3 or 4 since I value that additional security layer. After that, there's an option for delivery delay. This is another privacy enhancement feature. It sets the time frame for when your tokens actually arrive at your wallet. Really depends on your personal preference and timeline. For this example, I'll leave it off. Moving on, I review the platform's fee structure and calculate my final Ethereum amount after processing. Everything checks out for me, so I click Start Mixing. This is where I go through all the transaction information one final time, verifying every detail looks correct, then I hit Confirm. The mixing operation is now in progress. From here, it's just a waiting game for the tokens to show up. Time frame typically ranges from several minutes to potentially a few hours, depending on whether you've activated that delivery delay feature. I'll fast forward through this waiting period for the video. Perfect, and we're done. Transaction successfully completed. My funds have gone through the anonymization process and landed in my wallet. As you just saw, the entire experience was straightforward. No complicated steps or confusing processes. This is exactly the method I've followed for 2 solid years now. Every single time, my tokens have appeared in my wallet without problems, and the platform has maintained that consistency throughout. I genuinely hope this breakdown was valuable for you and helped clarify why privacy and security have become so critical in the crypto landscape right now. I understand it can feel like a lot to process, particularly with how volatile the market's been. But having reliable tools in your corner changes everything. The truth is, if you're holding any crypto as we move through 2025, privacy protection isn't optional anymore. It's essential, both for regulatory reasons and for your own financial well-being. Listen, I'm not trying to push you toward any specific decision with your assets. If this content helped you understand things better, I'd be grateful if you could hit that like button. It genuinely helps this information reach more people who need it. And if you've got questions, or maybe you've tried different platforms and want to talk about your experience, drop your thoughts in the comments. I make an effort to get through them and reply when possible. Also, if you're just discovering this channel and you're interested in more content about crypto security, protecting your holdings, or just making sense of this entire ecosystem, definitely subscribe so you don't miss future videos. This is David signing off, and see ya.